We're in Broken Arrow at the White residence. Main concern for these homeowners was keeping the property low maintenance, keeping it easy to keep, de-weed, and really just keeping it simple. In this property, we started with doing an irrigation and a grade. So this was originally new construction. We came in, we regraded the entire property, make sure we had slope away from the home and off to the necessary areas for the water to go. But we'll go ahead and show you the front and kind of show you what we did there and show you how we kept it minimal maintenance while at the same time trying to add a little bit of color and a little bit of greenery to the landscape. Instead of doing your conventional mulch, conventional large flower beds, here we actually went with completely rock flower beds that'll keep weeds free. You won't have to replace this, and it'll really just help keep it all clean, very easy to maintain. Kept with a very minimal deciduous landscape, and most of it's evergreen here, just to kind of showcase and accent some of the features of the home. You can see we also incorporated some larger limestone in the landscape, and that's just to kind of break up the textures and kind of add a little bit more depth to the landscape as a whole. Here in the back, we continued the theme, keeping it low maintenance, the hardscape. We did generic gravel flower beds. We went with just a hardscape area, easy to walk around. And we also installed all these flagstone steppers that go from the pool equipment all the way around to the other side of the property here. Also planning in the future for a future residence that they'll be building here, we installed a little bit of long-term screening, so that way in the future, once that home is built, they won't see their neighbors entirely. But right now it's something that's manageable, and also long-term, there's gonna be zero maintenance on these shrubs. That's full height. They'll actually fill that space perfectly along this fence line. The homeowners here are very big golf fans, so we actually did a nice little 5-hole putting green here, which was really fun for the grandkids, for the homeowners to just come out here and just play. We came in and did a little bit of landscaping on the back side of this fence for future screening, again for the homeowners of the future buildings here. We're kind of thinking in the future throughout this whole process, thinking low maintenance and just strategic screening with very, very low maintenance plants. As you can see from so far, we've really only used one deciduous shrub, deciduous plant. The rest of them are evergreen and really just should fill the spaces that we've got pointed out for them just perfectly without needing any trimming in the future. The whole project was actually this retaining wall, and that was able to get us our elevations, retain a little bit here. Really from this angle straight, pretty much where the fence line is, was what originally was their backyard. And then the rest of it would slope about 3 to 4 feet, and then you went into this creek. So we had to come in here, build a retaining wall, backfill this whole area to give us some backyard to work with, help retain that swimming pool so that way it wouldn't slide off into the creek. And then from there, we were able to build the rest of the project out. Then after the fact, now we were able to come in and add 3 half moons down here with some Eagleston hollies, and long term that'll really give us some screening. These will grow about 15 feet wide and about 20 feet tall, so you can imagine that'll basically be a full hedge back there of those 3 trees that'll really be accented beautifully with that retaining wall as well. Right now, the current stage of the project, we're finishing up those flower beds on either side with that stone, and then hopefully, you know, it's kind of wet down here, but hopefully they're gonna lay sod and kind of get this project wrapped up. That way, right now it'll kind of look like a mess and be kind of iffy, but by springtime you'll never even know we were here. And this has been a really fun project. The homeowners here are fantastic people, and really it just makes it really easy to work with them because they're so great and understanding. And like I said, they're really resourceful, they're easygoing, but they know what they want, which really helps to be able to put their whole puzzle together. That way you're not doing a whole lot, keeping it low maintenance, but you're really making a huge impact with all that low maintenance and actually making it work with the slope that they're on, which is fantastic.